But let's see if we can keep all this on the level. Hello, everyone. Welcome to After Action Report, your numbers recap show for all Spanish matches to keep you caught up on all the action. I'm your host, Megs, here for the Call to Action podcast channel. Today on this classified edition, we're going to be taking a little bit of a different look at accuracies. Previously on other shows, I have taken a look at competitor accuracies specifically. This time, I'm going to be highlighting match accuracies. So combining the overall accuracy for both competitors or both teams when we get into the teams and Star Wars division next week. But regardless, combining both competitors' accuracies together to come up with the overall match accuracy. We're going to take a look at the average accuracy, the lowest accuracy for a match in a season, as well as the top 3 match accuracies across each season, and looking at the trends as we progress along into this next season. Without further ado, let's get going. So let's take a look at the singles division first. We're starting in 2016 because that first tournament there in 2014, the structure of the match was so much different from what we see now, 2016 and forward, that I decided not to utilize the data from those first matches in the tournament in 2014. However, as we look at the overall trend, we're seeing an increase in all 3 columns. So you see the average match accuracy there, the lowest match accuracy, as well as the top 3 highest match accuracies in the given season. Now, we do see there is an anomaly there in that very first season, 2016, going into 2017. Now, overall, we see that match accuracies there in the 90s aren't seen again until we get into 2019. But I realized that between 2016 and 2017, the league decided to change the number of match questions in round 1 from 6 to 8. And there was also the inclusion of the possible bonus question into round 1 as well. So that increase in the number of questions that you could be asked there in round 1 did have a change in what kind of top match accuracy scores one could get inside the division. But overall, after that, we see a pretty steady increase from 2017 all the way up into this current season of 2021. Now, to highlight specific competitors who, over the course of multiple seasons and sometimes multiple times within a season, have been able to be a part of matches with top 3 accuracies. First, we're going to look at Ethan Irwin, who has 5 total matches that were in the top 3 across all the seasons. In 2018, he had 2 matches that were in the top 3. 2019, 2020, and 2021, one of his matches fell within the top 3 of match accuracies. Dan Murrell has 4 top 3 match accuracies across 4 divisions: 2016, 2017, 2019, and 2020. Looking at William Bibiani, he has 4 top 3s across 3 different divisions. He was a part of that 2016 season where he had a 96.3. He was the first person to also have a 100% accuracy for his individual score. That was in 2016 there against Mark Andraco. He also has a top 3 match accuracy score in 2019, and then he also has 2 inside of 2020. Then there were 3 competitors that had 2 top 3 match accuracies across 2 seasons. We had John Roca do it in 2016 as well as in 2018. Sam Levine did it in 2017 and 2018. And then Barbarian did it in 2020 and 2021. So let's take a look at the Inner Geekdom division. This is a very interesting division to look at. Now, overall, we are seeing a trend of the average accuracy and the top 3 match accuracies are seeing an increase as we go from season to season. However, we do see some anomalies in the lowest match accuracy. 2018 to 2019, we see a dip there, as well as from 2020 to 2021. Now, part of the reasons we could be seeing that is, 1, an influx of competitors inside of this league, and also the addition of more movies that can be asked about in the IG division from season to season. 2020 to 2021, there was a big jump that we know of for sure. So that definitely could have had a big impact on how things went as far as the lowest scores, and also a little bit of a dip in the average accuracy between 2020 and 2021. We saw a lot of new rookies come into this division, with also the increase in the number of movies that could be asked about, could have a big influence in seeing a separation between what you could call the A-list IG competitors and those that were struggling to keep up with the demands of the specificity of questions inside of the IG division. So overall, still seeing the average trend here in the IG division, but not quite as clean and pretty as we saw with the singles divisions. Moving into specifically competitors who were able to maintain being part of top 3 matches inside of multiple seasons and multiple times within a season, starting off with Robert Parker, who has 4 total top 3s across 2 divisions. He has 1 in 2020, and then he comes in with 3 in 2021. Rachel Cushing and Chandra Dandapani both were able to do, across 3 seasons, have 3 total top 3 matches. Wow, that's a lot of 3s. But anyways, Rachel Cushing did it in 2017, 2018, as well as 2019. Chandra Dandapani picks up in 2019 with his first one, and then 2020 and 2021, respectively. Looking at Jason Inman, Mike Kalinowski, and Chance Ellison, they have 3 top 3 matches across 2 divisions. Jason Inman has 1 in 2017 and has 2 in 2018. Mike Kalinowski also has 1 in 2017, but then he has 2 in 2019. Looking at Chance Ellison, he has 2 in 2020 and then 1 in 2021. Mark Knopik, Kevin Smets, and Brandon Hanna were all able to have 2 top 3 match accuracies across 2 seasons. Mark Knopik coming in with 2018 as well as 2021. Kevin Smets coming in 2019 and 2020. Brandon Hanna also in 2019, but then also in 2021. And then our last one here is going to be Hector Navarro, that has 2 top 3 match accuracies in 1 season, which is 2017. So I just threw a lot of information at you guys, but that's okay, because really what I wanted to do was to just give you guys an overall look at the trends that we've seen in match accuracies across specifically the singles and IG division. Now, as you noted in the singles division, we did see that change in the overall trend when we went from that first season in 2016 to 2017. Now, one of the things that I highlighted was the fact that we changed the number of questions in round 1 between 2016 and 2017. We're about to have a major change in the singles and teams divisions with the changes in the number of questions in round 1 as well as in round 2. So time will tell whether those changes show a similar change in match accuracies moving forward in the singles division coming into 2022 and beyond. And also, I just wanted to make sure I gave a little bit of love to those competitors who over multiple seasons and multiple times sometimes within a season were able to be part of those matches that had high accuracies overall and had significance inside of the league. And that's going to do it for this week's episode. But don't worry, I'm going to be back next week, and we're going to be highlighting the teams and Star Wars divisions for this match accuracy recap. If you haven't already, please make sure that you go ahead and hit like on this video, you're subscribed to this channel, and that you're being notified every time we drop new videos on the channel. Be sure to also check out all the shows we do over on our Twitch channel, as well as all the other shows that we have available for rewatch here on this YouTube channel. If you want to contact me via socials, you can find them there in the description of this video, as well as the socials for the Call to Action podcast channel, through which I will be posting the graphics that I presented here on this video so that you can go back and look at those in detail. Also, be sure that you are leaving comments on this video. If you want to contact me and ask questions, you can also find me via the socials. But until next time, for the entire Call to Action podcast crew, I'm your host, Megs. This is After Action Report, signing off.